Good morning. If you're new here, I'm Emie. If you're not, welcome back to another video. Feeling happy. One, I haven't lost any weight this week. Just a little bit annoying. I'm in plateau, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep going anyway, and that's because I've built a good relationship with myself. Mikey's back.
It's a wedding day today.
It's a wedding day. This dress used to be really tight across here, but now there's so much movement, and top of my arms at one point I could hardly even get this on. So I think moments like that, when you put clothes on that you haven't had on for ages, just feels great, doesn't it? I'm going to quickly show you 3 paintings and then figure out what we're doing for the rest of the day, because
Figure out what we're doing.
these guys are already hard at work and I haven't really started yet.
We've got a wedding to run.
We have got a wedding to run, yes, but I mean, like, is happening today.
Do you mind if I make my sandwiches?
No. This is painting number 1. I'm trying to do, this is just on paper, I'm trying to do 1 painting a day for practice. This is, oh, that was loud. This is South Milton. It's based on a photo that I did. I'm going to put the photo here. Actually, they're all based on photos. Then this one is entirely different. Little surfer beach vibes. I think I'm going to scan them and make them into prints. So if that is the case, the link will be below. This one's my favourite. Lanzarote is actually my most watched video, and I will link that in the corner. And this is the painting of the best beach we've ever been to, ever. I adore it, and that's why I think I want to do prints, because I don't think I can let that go. So yeah, they're my 3 paintings to show you this week. I said doing 1 a day, so I'm sure by this time next week you will have some more to see. Okay, so this is what I have caught for such a long time, my thin dress, and I can only wear this. I mean, I haven't worn it for many years, but I think, I know it's not very good to keep dresses, but like, it fits for so long. This wouldn't even go over my tummy. It's literally like, I've got a bit of looseness. It's a bit staticky. I'll quickly fill you in on, here because then Alexa might not be so loud. Quickly fill you in on what's going on. Whew. So yesterday's wedding was intense. It was actually a late one, so it's like not even going to be as bad as it's going to be. I haven't brushed my hair. And Mike, Sundays is my day off, and Mike's working Sundays. We've got viewings on the house tomorrow, so I'm trying to get some stuff sorted out, but we've got a few new bits for holiday, which this is a result of using tan intensifier on my face pre-holiday. My skin will get used to it in a couple of days. What was I saying? So Mike's working up at the barn now, doing clear up. We've got the viewings tomorrow, and I am tasked with sorting out the bedroom, but we got a few new bits for holiday, which meant that we had kind of run out of hangers, because we try and run a bit of a tight ship. Mike has been doing all the washing and organising, which and putting away and all of that stuff, which I appreciate so much. Like, it's like one of my worst things. I hate doing it, but anyway, he's been doing it. That has resulted in my quite specific organisation of my wardrobe, especially the stuff that hangs. Oh, look at this skin, man. It's all like empty now, but well, I'm sure it'll keep shrinking. It's just my body's in shock, I guess. What was I saying? So my wardrobe has quite a specific system so that we can minimize the hangers, so I probably do still have too many clothes. As much as I tidy my wardrobe out, I literally clear it out every 6 months, and I shop every 6 months. I don't shop like regularly. We do one batch of clothing, one for summer, one for winter, and so there's quite a few things in there that have been like, I keep all my strap dresses, so like dresses like this, all pretty much on one hanger so that it doesn't take up much space. I'm a bit nervous about when we go to the next place actually, because I don't know how much space we're going to have and we are going to need it. So that's just a little bit of a anxious thing right now. I'm going through the wardrobe, organising stuff, trying dresses on like this that haven't fitted in so long. I was having a okay day eating yesterday up until about 7 p.m, maybe even 7:30, and it like hit me that I'd hardly eaten anything and my body was getting tired, and the more tired I got, the more I just wanted to fill my face full of anything that I saw. I tried to be not too bad, but once it hit about midnight, then there were some sweets left. I ate some sweets. I was eating cheese. I was eating, what did I actually eat during the day? So I only had breakfast and then some lunch up until about 7, and that's when I started. So Mike made chips, and chips are fine. Mike's chips are amazing and they're absolutely fine. But then alongside the chips became crisps and sweets and cheese and shortbread biscuits. So that's, and also my recovery today, man, I'll put it on the screen. It's awful. I was also doing a lot of caffeine, so I was doing Red Bulls and coffees and Coke, and when you work that long and that intensely, and it's that busy, because yesterday was insanely busy. We're at max capacity and we don't do max capacity very often. So doing those things just meant I needed it. I absolutely needed it, but I can feel it in my face. I feel awful, if I'm honest with you. But my back's hurting so much. I think my shoulders are back to how they were. I think they went out last night. I was all wonky from lifting heavy trays of glasses into the dishwasher, because the dishwasher's like set up, so rather than just take them out on like body level, the dishwasher shelf's like here for me, so you have to lift the tray of glasses up and then lift them back off, and you've got like 40 glasses on a tray. It's heavy lifting. And then just being on my feet, I think I was literally on my feet. I probably sat down like 3 or 4 times in the whole 12 hours ish, which is pretty intense. Actually, my feet used to really struggle with it, and my legs used to really struggle with it, but they haven't. It was just my back. My back's the only thing that has struggled with it yesterday. There's a paraglider going over. Anyway, I'm going to carry on sorting this wardrobe out, sorting some stuff out for holiday, because we go in this, I think, 2 weeks and 2 days. We're flying from Manchester Airport, so we'll be going up to Manchester Airport on the day before we travel, because Manchester's far from here, and we fly at like 4 in the morning, something crazy, ridiculous, cheap flight times. So it means we don't have a wedding next weekend. I have lots and lots of work to do then. Yeah, my brain's all over the place because I'm just exhausted. And get out of this dress and back into my packing, organising house clothes. God, I'm exhausted. I don't think I felt this tired in a really, really, really long time. That little face. Are you okay? You're a good girlie. Oh, you fell over. So that's as much as I can do right now on the bedroom. What is this mess? As much as I can do right now in the bedroom is done. I'm still absolutely in love with this blonde colour. I washed it by myself for the first time actually. So I only wash it once a week, and I went an extra day because it was a wedding. And I'm still really pleased with the colour. These really blonde bits. I was just thinking about it because next time I have to do the packing for when we go to Malta. What is this? Next time I'm doing anything like this is when I'm doing the packing for Malta. And that will be like the day after a wedding. I suppose I could do it on the Tuesday. Yeah, I could do like my nails because I do my own nails, but these are a mess at the moment. So I could do my nails, and then I could do just kind of the prep stuff, and then go do the packing on the Monday. So I have both Sunday, Monday. Oh no, I'm working Monday. I might then try and do it next weekend. I pretty much know what I'm taking, and I don't think the stuff that I'm taking I'd wear during the rest of the week anyway. So I could do the full packing, and I could do Michael's packing, and then only put a few toiletries in next weekend. I have not been this tired in a really, really, really long time. One thing that is interesting actually is that my resting heart rate has gone down so much. I'm talking like from I need to look, but I swear it used to be like 80s when I first started. When I was at my heaviest, I think my resting heart rate was literally in the 80s, and now it's 57, I think. 58 maybe, probably a lot higher than that today. I think it's up at 63 today, but still, like, for how exhausted I am and how much I did yesterday, for my resting heart rate to be at 63 is like really, really good. It might have been high 70s before, so I might be way exaggerating this, but it now is in the 50s, I think 57, which is like, honestly, it's insane. I really need a nap. I took a little power nap between getting changed. So I literally, I felt so sick, like literally I thought I was going to hurl. And then I did again then when I laid on the bed a second ago, because I think I'm just exhausted. Goodbye. Good morning. I'm exhausted.
That's what I need.
We made it to the beach. Got my little painting kit out. There are viewings on the house, so we have vacated ourselves. Sun keeps coming in and out, and there's lots of cloud movement, so I'm trying to get my clouds painted as I want them before it keeps moving up and down. But I have started this. Let's see what it ends up like. I think that is a day well spent. It's not the whole thing, obviously, because it's a different shape. I'm really pleased with it. I should have put boy in actually, but never mind. This little one's being okay. This little one's sleeping in the sun. These are absolutely my favourite kind of days. Painting on the beach. Waiting for this cloud to clear. And we might get this big patch of blue sky before another one comes along. The sea is just so beautiful today. It's gloriously blue. I cannot wait to be in Malta. Trying not to frown in the sun. It's a pretty impossible task. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I had a busy day at work yesterday, and today I am still busy at work. I just wanted to pop in because we now go to Malta in 2 weeks. Am I going to put you that you can still see me? It's a dodgy angle, isn't it? We go to Malta in 2 weeks. I'm sat on the table outside the bedroom. Yes. Having a little morning coffee. I have stopped taking sugar in my coffee, and I hate coffee as it is. So adding the no sugar element is just another, I feel like, punishment of myself. It isn't. I just am trying not to have too much refined sugar in my life. I've hit a bit of a situation. See you in a bit. I've hit a bit of a situation because now I think it's 10 days since I've lost any weight. I have been successfully losing weight for about 3 months, apart from a blip in the middle where we went to Windsor and a couple of weeks here and there. But now, if it's for 10 days, then, you know, there's something definitely going on. So the couple of things could be, I didn't track for 3 days. There was a wedding in the middle of there. But the days that I haven't been tracking, I still haven't been just eating, you know, everything I see. There was one day where I did have probably a little bit more because we went out for dinner and I had dessert for the first time in forever, but I did share it with Mike. Then I think it might be time to start increasing my movement. The thing that I'm anxious about is that I'm so busy. Did you hear that? I'm so incredibly busy in my life, and adding in the concept of, this is not a good angle, Emie, at all. Can't even see me. Adding in the concept of movement, finding the time to do it is just not something I want to do in my life. But I love the beach, so I think what I'm going to try, especially when the weather's like this, I'm going to try and go for a walk along the beach every evening. That is disgusting. God. I think if I try and add that beach walk in, it's going to mean that I'm just getting a bit of movement. It's going to be good for the dog. Yeah, so that's my plan. I think I'm going to start going tonight. I've been putting my tan intensifier on every day. My skin is starting to pick up a bit of colour. I use it for 2 weeks before we go on holiday, so that I tan quicker, which means less time exposure in the sun, although I'm a little bit of a worshipper, so that is probably not going to happen. I did some shopping. I don't like to include links for stuff that I buy because I just don't. I think unless someone asks specifically, I'm not going to include all the links for everything that I've bought. I'm not here to promote fast fashion, but I have got a few new things, and part of this process of becoming the coolest person I know is wearing stuff that I think makes me said person. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about the stuff that I've got. I might show you. I filmed but never edited a plus size fashion video for Ibiza, and I think there was a reason I never edited it, so I probably will just show you a couple of bits as I go when we're in Malta. We're going to a festival and to holidays, so there's like a bit of a combination of the two different vibes. Although give me a floral dress and a kimono and some fringing and maybe even some glittery stars, and I'm there, I'm happy. So that's basically the theme of my whole wardrobe. Some stuff I am like the red dress I tried on, I was contemplating taking that, but it's just not worth the pressure. It's not worth the pressure of it not feeling 100%. So I'm not going to pick it. If it doesn't feel 100%, I'm going to pick something that I feel better in and that's looser. So there's no point in even coming. We actually are packing, I think I've already said this to you in this video, we're actually packing this weekend because I don't have time to do it any other time. I've been getting yellow recoveries on my Whoop, which is so annoying. But it's simply because I haven't been eating great, and that's a bit of a representation of why I haven't been losing weight the last few days. Previous to that, I think I was just in a plateau, but then I had probably allowed the plateau to make my habits change slightly, which is all mentally linked. But I'm here building this relationship with myself for my own personal ultimate happiness, and allowing that to happen is not what's going to cause that. So I'm back. It's currently Friday and you are back in my lovely little office space. I am very, very happy to report that as of yesterday, my weight is going back down again. I have literally been in a plateau for 10 days now, and it's been very difficult, and it's required a lot of journaling and a lot of everything else to try and get through and keep going, and it's worked. We're through the other side, we're heading back down again. I have actually reduced my calorie deficit down slightly, and I think the reason it had slowed to the point where it had was because I was still kind of using the same calorie deficit as I was when I was 2 stone heavier. So it got to a point where it wasn't really necessarily working anymore. So I've had to reduce it down by a little bit. I think I'd taken 150 calories off what my deficit was in the first place. So that is probably what the problem was, ultimately. But when you go down a little bit more, it does feel a little bit more restrictive, and you just have to be cautious of all of those things. Yeah, very, very happy. We now go to Malta in less than 2 weeks. So next week you're gonna have probably the final week's video, and then I will film the week 15 video, which is the 15-week point. It's technically going to be starting, week 15 starts a few days before we go to Malta, but I'm going to film during Malta, and I'm going to do a big final reveal of everything that I've lost and my measurements and all of that good stuff in there for you, so you get a good idea of how much I've changed. I am back down to my lowest weight, actually lower than my lowest weight this whole period. So I was the stone 5.7 pounds, and I'm now at the stone 5 pounds. So there was quite a big drop for the last 2 days, and I think I hadn't been drinking enough water. Like, there's so many reasons that this happens, but the only thing that has got me through the last 10 days of doing this was my relationship with myself, and knowing that I'm doing this for a greater good. And I tell you what, 10 days worth of plateau, I didn't track my weight going up. Nobody tracks their weight going up. So there could have been 2 weeks of plateauing at the same time before it went up a pound. So you just have to, I think we all have this idea that the weight's going to fall down in a regular shape. It's not even slightly. And it's one of the things about getting weighed every day is that you literally can see every single change that your body does. I'll put the last 10 days in here for you so you can see that it was literally like this. But we're there, we've done it. And again, I know I talk about this every week, but this shirt I used to wear all the time. I wore it for work. And I could never let go of it because I love the colour. But back in 2016, 2017, those kind of times, I wore it all the time. And recently I haven't been able to. You can see it's a tiny bit tight when I do certain movements. But actually I can wear it, it's comfortable and it feels great. It's my little boxy 80s style. My hair and a top knot today. Mike's made kedgeree for dinner. Look at the colour of this egg. I am trying a teeth whitening thing. I did my first one today. And we'll see where we are in 6 days. Mike says there's no difference, but I can tell there is already.
You can't just have one session and it'd be like, bam, white.
No, I don't expect them to be white, but there's definitely a difference.
You think?
Yeah.
They do look right.
Good evening. Happy Saturday. I have been doing meetings, wedding meetings in the sun. I have definitely caught it, haven't I? Oh, dishwasher, don't come back on. I'm so pleased that I'm finally losing weight again. We'll see what it is in the morning, but I went down another ½ pound overnight, which is just great news. I'm very pleased with it. With such a short amount of time to alter now, I don't know if I'll get into the next category. You're on a tilt, so it's making me look in a weird angle. I don't know if I'm going to get into the next stone category or not, but I'm going to try really hard. Right now I'm 0.4 something. So we'll see if we can do it. If you want to subscribe, then please do. Next week's video for you, which will start tomorrow for me, we're actually doing boat day. So we're getting the boat from Salcombe over, it's not our boat, by the way, it's a friend's. We're getting the boat over from Salcombe to Mill Bay and spending the day at the beach, because it's going to be glorious sunshine. Oh, I need to do eye teeth whitening again, don't I? I think it's made a difference, but Mike doesn't. Anyway, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you back here next week for another video.